So today we're reviewing the Assassin's Creed collection by Oliver Bowden. So it starts off with Renaissance and we'll go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books to Black Flag. So nutshell is because all the stories follow the same very basic storyline, and I do mean very basic storyline of we have Knights Templar versus Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's good guys, Templars, bad guys. Now, the Assassin's Creed is a huge franchise. We have the games, we have merchandise, and we even have a terrible film. And I admit I got these books before the bad film came out, and knowing it was such almost cult following in the gamers world, I expected a lot from these books. I thought there must be something about the story, something about them, so just something that really, grabs you and makes you really engrossed in it. And the really sad thing is that the idea of the story is sound. It really is. The Knights Templar have been inspiring stories about the Knights Templar since the time of the Knights Templar. A very secret organisation and what they're up to. Were they for good or for evil? And that's fine. Like I say, the concept is sound. The writing is not. If I was to say one word about this collection of books, it would be dire. I mean, it was so painful to read. So, I'm trying to be really concise about this. There's going to be, as I would say, 3 main issues. And the idea of the story is not one of them. Like I said, the concept is sound. The writing is lazy. I'm sorry, but it is. Just because you've added blood, war, guts, sex, does not a good book make. It doesn't. Okay? It is lazy. Secondly is this, it's set in the past. Not a problem, cool. The problem is, with a fiction book, if you're going to set it in the past, then you have to tie in the fiction with the historical setting seamlessly. This is not what happens at all in this book. Fiction and history are like that. They just don't gel, and it really puts you off, especially if you're kind of semi-knowledgeable about that time period. It's irritating. I'm sorry, it is. And thirdly, there is a continuity issue, and this is very slight. It's tiny little details about the continuity, but if you can't even get into the reading zone with this book, what really is going to take you out of that zone is you going, huh? As you read through it, and that generally is what happens. You go, hang on a minute, and you go back and reread one of the previous books, or because you're trying to think, and I'm sure that's not right, and it totally ruins whatever zone you may be in. And that's it. It's just lazy. I mean, that really is the only word I can think of to describe it. It is like a 15-year-old has gone, there's boobs and there's sex and there's some sort of exploding guts. Therefore, it's good, and it's really not. And it's such a shame that this is now associated with such a huge franchise. So this is not going to be a recommended read. And if I'm perfectly honest with you, I'm so glad I finally have read them so I can get them off my bookshelf and give them to charity, local library, whatever. Either way, I won't read of. They are absolutely appalling. And I will never ever recommend these books or even this franchise now. I really wouldn't. So, Assassin's Creed collection by Oliver Bowden, I would really just avoid it. Thanks for listening.